Subscribe to the William Pace Show YouTube channel. Be sure to click the bell and give us the thumbs up. Thank you.
The William Pace Show through the years has been a beacon of light in the Midwest, taking you to such destinations as the Navy Pier, the Palmer Hilton Palace Hotel, the German Village, the Showboat Majestic Theatre, the Ohio Village, and the Krohn Conservatory. There's always something cooking in the kitchen on the William Pace Show. Some of the biggest stars, entertainers, and political figures like B.B. King, Jimmy Walker, Bob Carlisle, Patti Austin, Mr. T, Whitley Phibbs, and Congressman Tony Hall have appeared on the William Pace Show. Now, without further ado, we proudly present the William Pace Show on CATV, coming to you from the heart of the Midwest. The William Pace Show, asking the questions you want to ask, getting the answers everyone wants to know. It's a new season of the William Pace Show. We're raising the bar with more commitment to educate, inform, encourage, inspire, empower, and help you have your best life. Everyone deserves to have their best life. I'm just staying the course. Here we go.
Hello, I'm William Pace. Thanks so much for tuning us in tonight. Tonight, my guests are Tom Kenney of T&K Gallery and Vernon Smith of Wilberforce University. But as you know, we always start the show out by reading letters from the viewers. And I just love this part of the show, and I would like for you to write. To write to the William Pace Show, write to P.O. Box 3644, Dayton, Ohio 45401. If your letter is chosen to be read on the air, you'll receive a gift from the William Pace Show. The first letter tonight comes from Centerville, and it's from a Jim, and he says, "Dear Mr. Pace, I thoroughly enjoy your television program. Last evening was the first time I'd seen the show, and especially enjoyed listening to the gentleman from Richmond, Indiana. I'm looking forward to taking in more shows, as well as seeing you perform in person. Keep up the great work. Sincerely, Jim Wolfe, Centerville." Well, thank you very much, Jim, for writing, and we're going to send you a gift certificate to No Common Sense in Yellow Springs, Ohio. The next letter comes from, I love this next letter because it's from two young girls, and it says, "Dear Mr. Pace, my name is Jane Redman, and I am 13 years old. My sister Sylvia and I watch your show every night. We are inspired by you and your show because we both want to be singers when we grow up. We would like to hear you sing more folk songs, like the one you sang last show about the animals with the fiddle-dee-dee cat. We like to practice our singing during the week with songs like that. Well, just wanted to tell you how much we love your show. P.S. Could you please sing Mama's Little Baby Loves Shortening Bread? Sincerely, Jane and Sylvia Redmond." Well, thank you both for writing, and we're going to send you a box of Esther Price Fine Chocolates. Coming up next, conversation with Tom Kenney. Stay with us.
The William Pace Show through the years has been a beacon of light in the Midwest, taking you to such destinations as the Navy Pier, the Palmer Hilton Palace Hotel, the German Village, the Showboat Majestic Theatre, the Ohio Village, and the Krohn Conservatory. There's always something cooking in the kitchen on the William Pace Show. Some of the biggest stars, entertainers, and political figures like B.B. King, Jimmy Walker, Bob Carlisle, Patti Austin, Mr. T, Whitley Phibbs, and Congressman Tony Hall have appeared on the William Pace Show. Now, without further ado, we proudly present the William Pace Show on CATV, coming to you from the heart of the Midwest.
Subscribe to the William Pace Show YouTube channel. Be sure to click the bell and give us the thumbs up. Thank you.
On our talent segment tonight, we're spotlighting Tom Kenney, who's an artist and has his own gallery, TK Gallery, in the Randolph Plaza Shopping Center. Thank you so much for coming on the show tonight.
Thank you. Being here.
For how many years have you been doing artwork?
Well, I've been doing art pretty much most of my life. Started, you know, as a kid, and it became my main interest, and all through, you know, school and so forth. So, and out of school, I decided that's what I wanted to do. I was hired and into an art job, and the rest is history. You know, I just continued as an artist and tried to learn all I could about art and what I felt like I was capable of doing, and spent 44 years with the same company as an artist and as an illustrator. And after leaving there, I was still interested in art. So continued on with the art gallery, where I felt like I could work in the gallery, and that way would be seen and would offer me more of an opportunity to get things that I like to do, which it has. And that's why you see around me what you see. That's what I do, and
Yes.
that's what I like.
Now, you probably can tell us that art has changed a lot since when you started to now, so to speak.
Well, it's changed, I guess, in a lot of ways for some. I don't know how much it's changed for me. I've always been interested in the detail aspect of art more than anything else. And with a commercial art background, you're usually trained in a little tighter type of art, which could embody lettering and many other things. But it kept me pretty tight as far as an artist. But occasionally, I do loosen up and do other things. I'm not an off-the-wall type artist or abstracts. They're fine for some, but that's just not my style.
So you're pretty much down to earth with
Down to
your art.
earth. I like to do realism. I feel like it brings me into the artwork, and I feel like I'm part of it that way. And that's what I like. Okay.
Great. Many of the artworks that you have done, you've been commissioned
Yes.
to do these artworks. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, the one, this
Yes,
one here is, this is commissioned assignment here for Mormon Pontiac. This was given as a birthday gift, and many artwork similar to this, which I call a watercolor collage, is done for that reason, either a birthday or a special occasion. So working from whatever's supplied to me, it could be photos, it could be products, it could be articles, it could be anything I can see, and I would try to work into this picture. Most of them are done in full watercolor.
Full watercolor?
Yeah, full watercolor and so forth, and this was done that way and presented to him at a special dinner or something. I really enjoyed doing this.
What was the response when you presented it? You know?
Well, I'm not at most of the dinners, but I get the feedback, and
you really liked it?
well, it surprises the person because just the idea of giving them something like this, it's a personal gift. Plus the fact that it kind of, in a capsule form, kind of captures their main interests and things that they're interested in and have been over the years, and you just sort of put it all together. Like in this one, there's probably 10 events in here that this just surprises the person to see all the things in one picture like that.
So you take all these various highlights and put them in
Yes,
one piece then. Do you have many people requesting that you do particular artworks? Are you commission a lot to do artworks for other people?
I stay pretty busy, really. Pretty good pace because I do so many different things. People that know me and have asked me to do something and see what I do. Presently, I'm doing a piece of furniture. I do that, and also I'm working on an acrylic painting. And I may switch over it. It might be lettering, it might be pen and ink, it might be pencil. I just try to do everything that I feel like I'm capable of doing, and it makes it more fun. So,
yeah, I can imagine.
But I stay busy doing that type of thing.
Now let's talk a little bit about some of the other artwork. Now the one right here, directly under you right here.
Yes. This artwork was done from an old photo of a railroad gang in which my wife's dad was a member of that, the old track team or whatever they call it. So I decided to do a watercolor on this, and I did it in multiple tones. I could have done it in pencil, whatever, but I added some color because the picture has about 12 people in it, and they're all wearing sort of overalls and everything, and I thought that'd be kind of fun. Just the way the picture was composed, and that way I could use different colors, and in the overalls. It just made an interesting picture, and everybody had a different hat on and so forth. So I can do it that way. If someone may say, well, I just want it in pencil, I can do it that way. The same is true for this picture. This is an old family shot of my wife and her brother and mother, and I got this out and decided to do it in pencil. And it had great composition with the old railroad track and everything, so I did this one in pencil. And I'm still requested from time to time to do pencil work.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
And it could be a photo, it could be an old country scene, it could be most anything, you know.
Do you believe that the old adage, you know, that a picture expresses 1,000 words?
Yeah, probably more than that.
You think even more?
Yes. Yeah.
So,
yeah.
and do you, when you're looking for subjects to paint and so forth, do you look for any particular subject that will say a lot in terms of
Well, you know, most of the things come to me. It's not a case of me searching them out, as I say. I like to do, if I'm doing a watercolor or a pencil, whatever the subject may be, I try to inform the person, if they're not quite sure what to bring me, to bring something a little more interesting than just a straight-on headshot or something like that. If it's a country scene, whatever, I try to get something going on, you know, maybe Grandpa walking the dog or something like that to make it more interesting. And a lot of times people just don't think about that. And they may not have it available.
So pictures really do tell a story.
Pictures tell a lot, and people really appreciate artwork when you do it for them personally, and then they give it as a gift, and it means a lot to them, and that makes me feel good to do it.
Tell me, what has been the favorite piece of work that you've done, that you've been commissioned to do, that you got the most pleasure from doing?
Well, I always get a pleasure out of doing this type of collage. A lot of times it will be just 3 or 4 different events. And many times it's maybe an official with a company that's retiring, and they always ask me to do a watercolor of them, man or woman. Plus maybe their interests, whether it be golf or whatever. Sometimes it might be their retirement home. And it started out with 2 or 3 or 4 events, and now after they see and know that I can just put in pretty much what they want, now they're bringing in the dogs and the grandkids and stuff. And that's what they like, all in one picture, you know. Because it makes me feel good, and I think them too, that especially them, after they retire, they can always look back at this, and it gives them a little touch of their career. And
so it's sort of like capturing part of their...
Yes. And from the letters I've received, it has a lot of meaning. A lot of meaning to them, and that satisfies me. But when I'm not doing something, then I switch over and I'll do a watercolor such as this.
That's beautiful.
And I probably prefer watercolor more than anything else, but I can still do other things.
I want to talk just before a little bit about your wife. Your wife works in the gallery with you, Liz.
My wife manages the business, and she does it all, really. She does all the selling and the framing. She's a tremendous framer and very creative, not only in framing but in many other areas. So we just kind of combined our talents after I retired, and the framing and the art together, and it's made a nice combination. So for us, it's kind of a hobby plus. It just gives us something to do that we enjoy doing. And but she has a lot of talent in her own way. She's not an artist, but she is when it comes to
has an artistic flair about her.
Very much so.
Let me ask you this, with Valentine's coming up pretty soon, in a matter of 3 weeks or so, what is the big item that you would recommend for Valentine's Day from your gallery? Some of the things.
Well, you know, we don't follow the holidays like maybe like a florist shop, which is next door to us, Lines by Louise, but we don't really have any set accessory gifts and so forth. A few of them would fit some occasions, but we don't really gear, you know, well, like, you know, naturally Christmas, we try to have more things available, but we don't sell a lot of just holiday things per se. But we do sell a number of gifts that are good for any occasion, but we kind of keep atop the line or close to the top of the line because we both just like nice things, and the same way with my art. I try to do it as good as I can, and she does the best framing that you can.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
Okay.
Well, we're out of time. I want to thank you for coming on
Thank
tonight. And I have a box of Esther Price fine chocolates for you and Liz.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Your favorite, huh? Mine too, but I'm on a diet these days, so I have to give it to you.
Well, okay, all right. Well, thank you very much. Wade.
Okay, thank you for coming
Thank you
on.
for having me on here. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
There's more to come. Stay with us.
Thank you.
As many of you might know, or maybe you don't know, I'm a Wilberforce University graduate, and here tonight is Vernon Smith, who is the adult recruiter for the Climb program. Thank you so much for coming on tonight.
No problem.
Now, how long have you been working for the Climb program?
Actually, I've been working for the Climb program about a year and a half right now.
So what's a typical day like for you in the office in the Climb program?
Oh, I have to make calls. I have to, basically I'm a recruiter for the Climb program, so I have to be involved with the aspect of applications, transcripts, and actually getting the files together in order for students to enroll in the Climb program.
Also, what does Climb stand for? There's a meaning behind that word. You want to tell us that?
It's the credentials for leadership in management and business.
Now, who came up with that idea?
At this time, I'm really not sure who actually came up with that idea, but it's been working very well, actually.
Well, you know, I just love this program because it really helps people who, say, for example, might have gone to college for a couple of years and then had to stop working and had to stop going to school, rather, and then started to work, and but never got a chance to get back to college.
Exactly.
And so you sort of cater a program particularly for those people then.
Exactly. Great. If you definitely have 60 semester hours or 90 quarter hours of previous college credit, you can definitely enroll in the Climb program. We don't want you to add another transcript to your repertoire of transcripts. We want you to actually complete the degree.
Tell us a little bit about the majors that you offer.
The majors that we're offering right now currently is organizational management, health service administration, and information technology, which is fairly a new degree that we're offering.
Which one is more popular?
As of right now, the organizational management is the very popular degree, but information technology is definitely taking off.
Now, where do your students come from? Do they come primarily from Greene County or from the Montgomery County, or are they...
Actually, we get a lot of students from Montgomery County as well as Greene County. The Climb program is also at Columbus State Community College and Southern State Community College.
And I had heard, too, that soon in Cincinnati, are you going to have a branch in Cincinnati, too?
Actually, we've been working on a site at Cincinnati. So far, we haven't been able to get there yet.
So if you live in the Columbus area, you can just go right to the branch?
Columbus State Community College.
And then you can get a degree there?
Exactly, through Wilberforce.
Wilberforce. Okay, great. And what is the duration of the program?
Actually, the program is 52 weeks, about 13 months.
13 months, And in that time period, how many classes or courses do you have to take? And
actually,
when are those courses offered?
Okay, those courses are actually offered one night a week from 6 to 10. We're offering actually Monday through Friday at Wilberforce University campus, and you can enroll in the classes that are coming up in organizational management, which is February 11th. We're going to have a new class.
Now, many of the students that are in the classes, they are working a full-time job and coming to school in the evening. And so how many nights a week? Are they there like every night, or Monday, Wednesday, or Tuesday, Thursday?
No, actually it's only one night a week.
One night a week?
One night a week.
One night a week.
From 6 to 10.
6 to 10.
And it makes it very convenient for those students who are working.
Okay. Now, is there financial assistance for these students that they can get for the Climb program?
Yes, definitely. The Climb program is a full-time program. Therefore, you're eligible for financial aid.
Okay, so you get full financial aid. What financial aid is available?
Actually, you get financial aid consideration. It'd be depending on your household income.
Okay, how many students are currently involved in the program?
Actually, that figure, I do know that about 80% of our students do graduate from the Climb program. Currently, right now, we haven't tallied since the climb program is growing so rapidly, we really haven't tallied that number as of yet.
Now, how many recruiters do they have? Are you just primarily the only one, or do they have other people out doing basically the same work that you're doing?
Well, actually, we have one more recruiter. Since the climb program is growing so rapidly, we had to increase our staff. His name is Tony Castellano.
Okay.
So you can reach him at the office as well as myself.
Okay. Now, Dr. Emeka Omora, who's been on the show several times, he's over the department.
Yes.
And he's been there how many years now?
Dr. Moore has been there quite some time. The actual years, I really don't know. Again, I've only been there a year and a half myself.
Yeah, Dr. Moore was supposed to be on the show today, and then he sent Mr. Smith here.
Yes.
So, how many students will graduate in this, say, in the spring? When do you have graduation ceremonies?
Actually, the graduation is going to be in May, normally. We had about 1/3 of the graduation class were climb students.
Now, will they participate with the regular students, seniors, then, in graduations? Is it all combined together in one?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Combined together in one.
Yes.
And let's talk a little bit about the campus, because, you know, I really like the campus. It's located, you know, just outside of Xenia, Ohio, and about a half hour from Dayton, right off of 42, Route 42. And it's sort of in the country. Yes. Sort of in the country setting. And but it's what I found that really helped me a lot when I was in school there. Everybody was so willing to help me with whatever I needed to have there, you know. Of course, I was in the college co-op program, where you go to school one semester and work the next and go to school. And it took me 6.5 years to finish, but I finished. And so Wilberforce is sort of known for working with students, you know, and helping them to obtain their goals and so forth. And so will there be more, as the university goes on and on and on, will there be more and more, you think, students enrolling in the program? Is this a way of life for many people today that are working in the workforce, trying to get back, you know, to school to finish? Do you think this is going to become a bigger program over the years to come?
Oh, most definitely. The climb program is growing rapidly, as I said before. And matter of fact, we're going to be offering the climb program online.
Online?
Yes,
really?
Online, definitely.
Really?
So that people, you know, from other states can actually enroll in our climb program. It's growing rapidly. We'll probably have a much larger staff as we continue to grow, and we're real excited about the growth.
And this is how many years now has the program been in existence again?
Since 1991.
1991. So about 8 years then.
About 8 years.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about the enrollment procedure. How does a person, say, listening, a viewer right now listening, how does he go about enrolling in this climb program?
Well, basically, a prospective student must see if they have 60 semester hours or 90 quarter hours.
So that's a prerequisite.
Right. They must do that, and then they must fill out an application, and then have all official transcripts submitted to Wilberforce University, the Office of Adult Continuing Education. That's real important that they send it to the Office of Adult and Continuing Ed, because a lot of times the admissions office of the traditional students will receive the transcripts. So we have to go down and get those. So it's very important to send the official transcripts to the Office of Adult and Continuing Ed. And they must also perform a writing sample, because they have to demonstrate some type of form of proficiency in writing. Because the climb program is writing intensive. They will be doing a lot of writing in the program.
So, and then how long does it take upon completion of the application to know whether you're accepted or not?
Well, actually, that would depend on once the writing sample is in and how long it takes the other schools to submit the official transcripts. Once we have the file intact, it doesn't take very long at all to receive a letter from Wilberforce stating your acceptance. Okay.
Now, for the viewers, let's give them an address and a phone number.
Okay. Basically, if you want to reach the Wilberforce University climb program, you want to call the Office of Adult and Continuing Education at 1-888-982-3858, or you can call direct 937-376-7324. The address at Wilberforce University would be, of course, Wilberforce University, the Office of Adult and Continuing Education, 1055 North Bickett Road, and that'd be Wilberforce, Ohio, 45384.
Okay, great. Thank you so much for coming on tonight. And we have a gift for you to
Okay,
know Common Sense in Yellow Springs.
Okay.
And tell Dr. Mora I look forward to seeing him next time.
Okay, great, great.
Next time on the show.
Okay.
There's more to come on the William Pace Show. Stay with us.
The William Pace Show through the years has been a beacon of light in the Midwest, taking you to such destinations as the Navy Pier, the Palmer Hilton Palace Hotel, the German Village, the Showboat Majestic Theatre, the Ohio Village, and the Krohn Conservatory. There's always something cooking in the kitchen on the William Pace Show. Some of the biggest stars, entertainers, and political figures like B.B. King, Jimmy Walker, Bob Carlisle, Patti Austin, Mr. T, Whitley Phibbs, and Congressman Tony Hall have appeared on the William Pace Show. Now, without further ado, we proudly present the William Pace Show on CATV, coming to you from the heart of the Midwest.
Subscribe to the William Pace Show YouTube channel. Be sure to click the bell and give us the thumbs up. Thank you.
To write to the William Pace Show, write to P.O. Box 3644, Dayton, Ohio 45401. If your letter is chosen to be read on the air, you'll receive a gift from the William Pace Show. Gotta go. I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.
The William Pace Show through the years has been a beacon of light in the Midwest, taking you to such destinations as the Navy Pier, the Palmer Hilton Palace Hotel, the German Village, the Showboat Majestic Theatre, the Ohio Village, and the Krohn Conservatory. There's always something cooking in the kitchen on the William Pace Show. Some of the biggest stars, entertainers, and political figures like B.B. King, Jimmy Walker, Bob Carlisle, Patti Austin, Mr. T, Whitley Phibbs, and Congressman Tony Hall have appeared on the William Pace Show. Now, without further ado, we proudly present the William Pace Show on CATV, coming to you from the heart of the Midwest.
Subscribe to the William Pace Show YouTube channel. Be sure to click the bell and give us the thumbs up. Thank you.